That's a gun, and that's a cop pulling his gun on an innocent American who's not doing anything wrong in a business parking lot.
Yeah, right now I'm going to want to see your driver's license. Sir, you have your driver's license, right? And we're not going to be going and digging in bags. Get your fucking hand out of the bag.
And the question is, are you okay with this? Let's face it, very few people have the ability to tie up the time of and verbally paralyze and neuter rights trampling law enforcement agents like Travis Hines. He's basically the original cop whisperer. Look at him as the ultimate public servant, because while he's wasting the time of Constitution trampling tyrants, their time can't be used to violate your rights or end your life. In the video we're about to take a look at, Travis writes, in this gripping video, watch as a seemingly routine interaction quickly escalates between a motorist and law enforcement officers in a business parking lot. The officers approach the vehicle suspecting the driver of camping, leading to a tense and prolonged exchange. The motorist questions the basis of the officer's suspicions and their demands for identification, while the officers insist on compliance. Witness the unfolding events as the situation intensifies, including a search and threats of detainment. This raw footage highlights the complexities and challenges of such encounters, the importance of knowing your rights, and the dynamics between civilians and police officers. Let's take a look at this and make some comments along the way.
Can I help you?
What's that?
Can I help you?
Yeah, so I'm Deputy Kitzler with the Brown County Sheriff's Office. I'm just out here trying to make contact with you and figure out what's going on.
Oh, yeah, I can, just gotta get some water and then I was gonna take off.
Okay. You living out of your vehicle?
Well, I mean, I'm just hanging out.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you, sir?
What's the crime?
What's that?
What's the crime?
Well, looks an awful lot like you're camping out of your vehicle in the parking lot of a business.
Now, I appreciate the fact that Travis invests the time and expense of getting these 360 cameras. So he's employed 2 360 cameras, and the third camera angle is going to be the necklace camera view, so we can see all the angles of this unconstitutional traffic stop.
Well, no, I'll take off. I just
No. I'm investigating this, okay? And I've been working this area for the past several years.
Several years?
Yep. And I know the management here and the ownership at Woodman's, and they don't allow people to be camping out their vehicle in their parking lot.
Oh, okay. Well, I can move. I got some stickers. I wanted to get some water.
Sure. Okay. Right now I'm gonna want to see your driver's license.
Okay. What was the crime?
Sir, you have your driver's license.
Yeah. What's the crime?
Sure, and I'd be happy to explain that to you after I get your driver's license.
Well,
that's not how it works. That's not how it works, Mr. Cop. You don't violate somebody's rights and make them insecure in their person, and then after you've done that, you tell them why you stopped them. That's not how democracy is supposed to work.
It takes a couple.
Right, I know, but I need to know who I'm talking to, right? And we're not going to be going and digging in bags. Get your fucking hand out of the bag.
Oh, sure, okay.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
Step out of the car.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Step out of the car right now.
Let's take a look at this again. There was absolutely no reason for this cop to have done that. First of all, the cop initiated the interaction on a guy who doesn't even appear that he was committing any kind of crime, was doing nothing to receive the moniker suspicious. He's an American in a vehicle, an American vehicle, no less. It's a Ford, parked in a parking lot that isn't even crowded at all. This doesn't necessitate this escalation in force.
I mean, it takes a couple.
Right, I know, but I need to know who I'm talking to, right? And we're not going to be going and digging in bags. Get your fucking hand out of the bag.
Oh, sure, okay. All right.
Step out of the car.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Step out of the car right now. Stop dicking around with the camera and get out of the car.
All right.
We're not going to be reaching for anything else. Get out of the car.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
Sure.
Do you have any weapons on you? What do you have in your pockets? Separate your feet.
Okay.
Separate your feet.
Oh, yeah.
Separate your feet.
What's the crime?
I don't know about you, but I love the conscious attempt to give the audience a full view of what's going on. This is great stuff.
Sure. All right, where's your ID?
What's the crime?
Where's your ID?
What am I being suspected of for
Where's
crime?
your ID? Okay, you're gonna take a seat right here, okay?
Oh, sure, okay.
Take a seat.
Yeah, all right.
This is what's gonna happen,
Wow.
okay?
Here's what's going to happen, okay? Here's the deal. This is America, folks. This is America. This isn't Nazi Germany. This isn't communist China. This isn't North Korea.
You're gonna cross your feet.
Oh.
If you try and run from me, or do anything, I'm gonna tase you, okay?
You got to tase me? Okay.
Yeah. So where's your ID?
Well, what's good? What's the crime? Do you
I
understand?
need to have your ID,
Yeah.
and then I'll be happy to explain things to you. So where's your ID?
Well, what's your name? Who are you
I'm
guys?
Deputy Kitzlar with the Brown County Sheriff's Office.
Kitzlar?
Yeah.
All right. Is that K-I-T-S-L-E-R?
It's right here. It's right here.
Well, I can't see it.
Okay, that's wonderful. Where's your ID?
No, Kitzlar.
Where's your ID?
Does it start with a K or
What's
a
your name?
C?
What's your name?
I just want to get this right. Does it start with a K?
Where's your ID?
Okay, so I'm just taking a guess. I'll figure it out at the police station later.
Where's your
Wait,
ID?
Are you guys sheriff? You're police? You're both police? Okay. And then your name?
W. York.
Your? Okay, so is that Y-O-R?
Again, it's spelled pretty clearly right in front of you.
I can't. Once again, I can't see it. So,
Read it or what?
no, I can't. I can't
Okay,
read
I'm gonna
that.
ask you again. Where's
So-
your ID?
I'm trying to figure out who you guys are.
Well, we just told you who we are. Deputy Kitzlar and Deputy York. What's your name?
Okay,
Where's your ID?
and I'm just confirming. Y-O-R?
Okay, it's pretty simple.
Okay, yeah. Y-O-H-R.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
Kitzler, yeah. I mean, my last name is Hines, so.
Okay, where's
What's your first name?
Okay, yeah. What's your guys' first name? Kitzlar and Yor.
Okay.
What's Kitzlar?
Listen, we're not gonna get anywhere until I have your.
And that's where let's exchange IDs with Travis Hines comes from. Oh, you want my last name? What's your last name? Oh, you want my first name? What's your first name? Oh, you need my address? What's your address? You need my ID? Let's see your ID.
Let's find out who each other are. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
Deputy Kitzlar with the Brown County
Okay.
Sheriff's
And I
Office.
say, yeah.
Badge number is 1402. Okay.
All right.
I have a legal reason to identify you now.
Me too. I
Okay.
got a legal reason to
Listen,
know who you
I
guys
have a
are.
legal
Oh, now you're
reason
gonna
to
shine your
identify you.
light in my
Okay.
face. So that's
So,
pretty rude.
I'm asking where your
You
ID
guys are
is.
being rude.
I'm asking
Shining
where
your
your
light.
ID is.
But you guys are being really rude.
Yeah, yeah.
Shining your lights in my face like this.
Look, make sure.
Where's your ID?
So Kitzler, yeah, Kitzler, what's your first name? I can tell you my first name if you tell me yours.
First initial is B.
B, okay, T. All right, looks like we're getting somewhere here.
Okay. So are you failing to provide identification?
It sounds like you are. I
Or are
mean,
you refusing to?
Are you?
I have absolutely no reason
B,
to
Kitzler.
give you my full identity.
Well, why
Okay?
is that? What's protecting
I've given you my information, my badge number, and the first initial of my name.
Okay,
You don't need anything
B,
for this.
Okay, I have no reason to give you my full identity.
Kitzler. I hear
I have
that.
a legal reason to be stopping you as an officer.
What's the crime?
And again, I said I'm happy to explain that after I get your ID.
All right. Well, I mean, you heard it. I mean,
Nope, you didn't provide anything.
That's it. It's T. Hines.
Okay,
You tell me
what's
your
your first
B.
name?
Okay, let's hear your first name.
What's your first name?
Why are you withholding your information from me?
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you
happy
said
to
B.
provide it.
Kitzler, right?
Just happy to provide
And then
it.
you got your. I don't have. What's the first?
What's
the
your first
initial?
name?
What's the initial of his
What's your
first
first
name?
name?
B. Kitzler. What's B? Brian.
What's your first name?
Brad.
Hey,
I mean-
what's your first name?
Let me hear your first name. I'm willing to exchange. I gotta find out who you are. I'm gonna find
So
out.
this is what's going to happen.
I gotta find out eventually.
Okay. Right,
If
right
whatever
now,
ticket- I mean,
right
what-
now I have a reason to identify you. Okay,
What's
and,
that?
and I want to make this perfectly clear. Hey, listen to me. Are you refusing to identify yourself? Stop talking over me.
I'm willing to exchange it.
Are you refusing to identify yourself? We can make this really clear and really quick, so then I can just take you to jail and you can sit in a cell until you identify yourself.
I'm willing to exchange. You're not identifying who you are.
I did.
B. Kitzler T. Hines. I'm telling you.
What's your first name?
What's your first name? B. Kitzler. I mean, come on. What's so hard about that?
Copy. What's your first initial?
What's the first? A T. What's your first initial? Your.
Okay, Travis.
All right. What's your first initial? Your. What's your name? Your. Kitzler and your. Well, you can't. What's your first?
It'd be great if Travis had a flashlight and shined his light back in their faces like they're shining their light in his face.
First initial for your first name, your.
Again, it's right on. It's right here.
Kitzler. Right. Okay, I didn't see it. What does that say? Your. It's M. M. Your. It's either an M or an N.
Nope.
I mean, I'll find it out eventually once I, I'll talk to the police station, and make my complaints about you guys.
Okay, sounds good.
We can get some training records and discipline records for Yor and Kitzler.
Yep.
So
you'll find zero.
Zero? Yeah, the way you guys manhandled me the way you did, I mean...
Well, when you're reaching into a fucking bag...
There's nothing in the bag.
When you're reaching into it, yeah, there's nothing in the bag.
Just a general bag.
We deal with
A coin purse.
Knives?
A coin purse.
You know how many people we deal with that have guns and knives?
Yeah, and
you
guys are sorely underprepared for a coin purse. All right,
so that's what it is. It's a coin purse.
You elevate, and it sounded like you pulled out your gun or something.
Oh, I did. You were reaching into a bag. I told you to stop. Yeah. You weren't listening.
So you overreact. I mean, this whole situation, you've been overreacting.
Have you ever heard of react?
Over the situation. What was it? Were you called, or are you showing up? Were you called, or was this a part of a regular patrol? Yeah, no, it does.
After you confirm.
Was there a complaint?
Mr. Hines.
What's the complaint?
Mr. Hines.
Kitzler?
Are you going to let me talk?
What's the complaint?
Are you going to let me talk?
I asked the question first, then you can talk, okay? I'm giving you the opportunity to talk after I ask my question, Kitzler.
Then ask a question.
I did. Well, were you called, or did you show up as part of your patrol, Kitzler? Or either one you can ask, because you both use the same radio. All right, Yor and Kitzler, two jokers here.
So are you going to ask a question so I can answer?
Did you hear it? I mean, what's so hard about answering it when I asked it?
You didn't ask me a question. You've been running your mouth since I asked you stuff.
Kitzler, you're playing mind games, okay?
Okay, so what's your question?
All right. I asked it twice, and then now you're going to say that, and then I ask it a third time, Kitzler, and you're going to be like, oh, did you ask your question again?
No,
that's crazy. You're playing some real mind games here, Kitzler.
What's your question?
What's the deal with you? All right, how long have you been working here? How long have you been on this police force?
Since February of 21.
And have you ever worked day shift? Or you only been night shift, Kitzler?
All different shifts.
Because you seem like a real night shift type of guy. I don't think you would survive. You do so well in day shift with the politicization going on, being in the public's eye and all that. I don't know if you'd handle that very well. The way you treat me here, you don't seem like a very good guy who can handle all that public.
Are you okay with me taking a look through your car?
No, I'm not okay with that. Of course not. Why don't you run a dog around or something? Any of you guys dog canine?
Well, we've got a
Kitzler,
canine
Yor? Okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, you really get thorough about your work. Oh, there he is, right?
What they don't understand is they think they're controlling Travis when Travis is actually in their minds controlling them.
Oh, you guys got to be real thorough.
So you said that you had a question, so what's your question?
Yeah, I asked you the question.
Are you going to ask it or not?
Well, what's your deal? I mean, you guys sound like you got some psychological
He keeps asking the question, were you called out here, or is this a part of your normal patrol? The question was already asked. They refused to answer it, and now they're asking him to ask the question again and again.
Problems. Did you just get done with something that's just traumatic for you? Was there something traumatic that happened before this that makes you overreacting?
Has there been something going on with you? I see that you're living out of your car.
I'm shopping here. I'm a shopper. This is how you treat shoppers around here.
Right, you were sleeping.
You guys don't respect anybody. I was just relaxing. This is a cart. I was going to put my water in here.
A lot of people that sit in this lot overnight, and
no,
not a single person has been parked over here that has been shopping. Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty
Well,
simple.
what's this? This person not been shot? They're clearly watching this whole time.
Okay.
You see the head bobbing?
Talk to them next, but
You're gonna go
what I
harass them
need-
next. You don't
what
just
I need
make.
is an ID off
You
of
guys don't just make conversation. You make harassment and
Okay,
threats.
then you can
That's.
file a
I mean,
complaint.
that's
The problem
that's how
was
you guys
your lack of
operate.
Following directions.
You
when
guys
contact
don't.
started.
There's levels of identification that need to be involved. Okay. Am I being detained?
Yes.
Okay, then this is a situation where I invoke my rights. I mean, you have an investigation.
I'm telling you.
We're not just doing a
I'm telling
conversation
you that
here.
I have reason to identify you.
Okay, and I have
So
reason.
I'm
I have to
asking
find
you-
out who you are.
I am asking
Kitzler.
you.
Told you.
Yeah, and I told you too.
No, you didn't.
You even
You gave me
you
a
said
last
my
name
name.
and a first initial. I need your date of birth.
Well, what's your date of birth,
I
Kitzler?
am
Let's
not
hear
required
that.
to give that to you.
You guys, you need to properly identify who you
Mr.
are.
Hines.
Okay, yeah, and I have rights.
And I have.
Okay, in
I
a legal
have
way, I have
every reason
rights.
to identify you right now.
Yeah, and also respect my rights in the same way. It's not just you're not just a soldier going full bore against the enemy.
No, I'm
Ready
operating
to-
under the Constitution, Wisconsin state law, and our policy and procedure.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you're not. You're pushing it a little further beyond what your limits are.
No,
Okay.
sir.
You have.
Yeah, he is absolutely not. Neither of these cops, these law enforcement agents, are acting in line with the Constitution. Not at all. Completely trampling on the Fourth Amendment right now as we speak. Making Travis feel insecure in his person. He's surrounded by two gunmen, two armed men, two agents of the state. That's not constitutional.
certain limits within your constitutional procedures. Okay. All right. And you're pushing that a little beyond.
No, I'm not.
Well, if you think you're not, I mean.
If you have an issue with how I conduct my police work, you can
There's-
file a complaint, or
there's
you
the-
can argue about it.
Well, I'm telling.
Right now, I'm telling you that you're required to identify yourself.
I'm telling you, there's a balance with what you're doing. Okay, we have constitutional rights as well.
And what
All
right
right.
has been violated here?
Well,
Tell
I
me,
mean,
tell me which constitutional right.
there's a little bit of that cruel and unusual behavior going on that you guys.
Cruel and unusual punishment, right?
It's that you're pushing the limits.
That a cop would have the gall to ask what right is being violated when it's clearly the right for this guy to be left alone, to pursue life, liberty, and happiness. And they are out there harassing this guy against his will for no reason.
Okay.
Okay.
So again, I asked,
So
what right is being violated?
what right is being violated?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start with the Fourth. Okay.
Okay.
Now, do you know what the Fourth Amendment is?
Yup.
Oh, there you go. You're checking her out. Good, huh? Check them all out.
Right.
Because
I
you're
mean,
out here as a
they
security
need to go that
patrol.
way.
Are you getting a little kickback, with this extra duty you're doing?
What do you mean by
They don't even need to hire a security guard. They got you bullies to come here and harass us.
So,
All right.
you're not from the area.
I assume that you're getting a little kickback from woodsmen.
And your
And this is what I like about the 360 camera is that the one that he has magnetized and mounted to the top of his car, you can go into an editing software and you can follow the cop, the canine cop, and you can watch where he's giving the dog signals to do false hits.
first name.
Yeah. Like you said, you guys said
Well,
it
what's your
earlier.
first
Travis, you guys said it earlier. It's Travis.
And your middle name.
Okay, let's hear your middle name.
I'm not required to give you my middle name. I'm asking
Yeah,
you for your
let's-
full middle name.
Let's hear it, because I mean we gotta find it out eventually.
What's your middle name, Travis?
Yeah, that's not the minimum for identification.
So reasonable
And-
suspicion is. Yes, it is.
No, and once again, I suspect you of committing a
That's
crime
fine.
too. And we
That's
were
fine.
discussing earlier about the
That's fine. No, we can
Fourth
just go the
Fourth
general.
Amendment. All right, with the, you know what the Fourth Amendment is. It's
Yeah, we are.
it's a right to be secure in our papers and in our beings. Okay, so that's what I invoke when I'm being detained as a part of the
Okay.
civil rights.
You are,
Okay,
You are
so I don't have.
violation of an ordinance.
So
So
oh, what's the ordinance?
you cannot camp inside our limits.
Okay, I'm shopping. I mean, if you guys think I need to be charged with camping, then I mean, I guess, yeah, I'll have to go before the courts on that and
Yeah.
discuss.
Yep.
You guys have no problem with that person who's been here the same whole time? What's your name?
Rager.
Gregor, G-R-E...
R-A-G-E-R.
R-A-G-O... Okay. All right, I didn't see the dog sit down. I've seen a little bit of dog videos. He didn't sit down at all.
I think they're mistaken.
Not every dog has the same indication, so.
Oh, you're saying that there's a little different, because he's searching, so obviously you guys think that there's something. He's searching, yeah, he's moving things around.
Yep.
All right.
And basically, you have to take the cop's word for it, what the indication was that comes from the dog. And you would never be able to tell unless you dug up that dog's papers, you found out what the training was, you found out what the commands are, you found out what the indicating body language from the dog is to tell the officer what the call was.
So is this what? Did the dog gave permission or something in some way? Is there...
Yeah, so if the dog alerts.
I mean, your back was turned the whole time.
Right.
So you don't know if the dog alerted or not.
Right, but the officer, the canine officer, is the one who determines if the dog.
Yeah. What did he determine?
He determined that the dog alerted.
Oh, the dog alerted. You guys gonna plant something?
Wow.
Nope, we've never planted something in our lives. There's enough drugs around here.
That means they've planted a lot in their lives, because when a cop tells you one thing, it's usually the other.
That planting is very unnecessary.
Well, it seems like that's the case. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see the dog sit down. I don't know what else you'd
Like
be.
I said,
what other reason you'd need to
Sitting
be?
down isn't every dog's alert. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's what I've seen on
I understand
on
you're
videos.
a
So
lawyer,
yeah, I am.
and,
Yeah.
but
And you're just
And they're not going to tell Travis what this dog's alert was?
how long have you been in Wisconsin?
how long are you gonna be searching the car for?
Till it's done.
We gotta have a conversation about my. This is a criminal investigation, and you're asking me how long I've been in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
All right.
We can't just have a little conversation about something.
We can't. We can have that on the stand at the court at trial.
Okay.
We can have a little, get to know each other. I can ask you how long you've been working on the force,
Yep,
and
you already asked.
do you have any complaints?
Yep,
And
and
what's your training record look like?
Yep.
Let's find out more about you. Have you grown up? Did you grow up in Wisconsin, or you just take this job from another city? So it looks like the search is done.
Okay.
Oh, and you put my 360 camera on back in the car. How nice. You guys are real thorough, cleaning off the top of my car, messing things up.
So we're gonna have cause to search him too.
Yep.
We want to get that done. Want to stand up?
Oh, sure, okay. I thought we already did that.
To search you?
No, we just patted you
You
down.
patted. Oh, now you got to do a full cavity search.
No,
Oh, no,
put your hands
no.
on your head.
Come on, we're not doing all that, Travis.
Well, I mean, this is a lot that you're going into here. And that's a full search for what? That's probable cause for what?
Well, the dog indicated on the car.
Oh, what do you find?
Well, that was the thing. We didn't find anything, so now we've got to
Oh.
search you.
Right.
Oh, okay. Take it step by step.
Yeah.
What does the dog indicate on? Is it drug, bomb? What is
No,
it?
I'm not a canine handler.
No, but I mean they got specialties. You don't know what your canine does.
Well, again, I'm not a canine handler, so
Well,
you can take a seat.
is it a drug bomb? I mean, those are pretty different things. I sit back on the curb again. You can't even say what it is, a drug or a bomb.
I'll tell you. It's a drug dog.
Drug dog, okay.
Yup.
I mean, because you're telling me that's the problem, whatever, with this spot. It's not bombs. People aren't
Yeah,
doing
right.
bombs. They're doing
Right.
whatever. And you haven't even indicated. And you're a little bit closer to me now. It sounds like I don't know what.
Back.
Oh, all right. I'm like, why is this guy getting closer to me? It's
Sorry,
it's a
didn't mean to-
progression.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
A step. Okay.
I apologize, Travis.
Step up. I thought you're working on a progression here towards
Nope.
something.
Nope.
You feel like you've made some progress here. You feel better about this activity
What do you mean?
at the end. At this phase now for this lengthy period of time, where you feel better about this progression that we're making with this. Is your mind put at ease? Because that's what you're trying to, I mean, ultimately, theoretically, that's what you're supposed to be doing, is putting the public's mind at ease about this situation with me, right? So what, you feel more at ease, or what? What's your level of ease in this situation at this point? Because obviously, you know, you're acting all jacked up in the beginning. We're not so jacked up now, right?
No, we're not.
Okay, so
In the beginning, you weren't following instructions, and you were reaching into bags.
It's just a verb,
not to reach into. So.
You know, the instructions were, I mean, I was making my hand positioning all clear. I mean, that's
inside of a bag. That's not very.
But it's the verb. You just
contain a weapon.
You were having issues with the name thing. Okay.
So you can be on your way.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
And if you refuse to do that, we're going to be.
I'm not refusing. I'm not. You're gonna what?
If you refuse to do that, we're going to tow your car.
Oh, you're gonna tow my car? Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can take off.
Sounds good.
Oh,
There
you got
There's
that's
your
my ID that you had.
Yes,
Oh,
it
that's
is.
somebody else's. That's looking like maybe somebody else's ID.
Mm-hmm.
You're handing me my ID. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, that's.
All right, so you're free to go, Travis. Do you have any questions for us?
I mean, I'll have to find it out at the police station. This is it. I'm just gonna leave. I need to just take a few minutes to figure out a destination to go on my GPS.
So they want you out of here now. So
Yeah. Well, no, you want me out of here now.
I talked to
They've been okay. I mean, they're a sales store. They sell things, so there's no.
customers, not people living out
There's.
of their parking lot.
Oh, okay.
All right, really the bottom line here is, does any American support the actions of this Thin Blue Line gang who walked up to a guy minding his own business, not causing a problem at all, pulling a gun on him, and then rifling through his belongings? Is that consistent with land of the free, home of the brave? Leave your thoughts about this in the comments below. I will leave the link to Travis Hines' YouTube channel in the description and in the pinned comment. Subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, give this video a share, give it a like, subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. Grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, know what your rights are and stand up for your rights, because tyrants like this will constantly try to take them from you. I will see you in the next video.